A home big enough to house 60 humpback whales and every single sad, lonely, homeless person in the entire world. Not that I would let them live in my house, but I'd still have the room, and that's all that matters. And a yacht? I wouldn't have a yacht, no way. I'd have an ocean liner, a boat so big I'd need a private jet just to travel from one end to the other. And I'd buy a small nation somewhere in South America. Not because I wanted to save them from debt and rescue them from poverty, or to help in any tiny little way, but just because I could afford one. And think of all the babes that I would be able to get as well. No woman on earth would be able to resist me. Anna Nicole Smith married some old Texan doddery git. He's about 106 and he's decrepit and he's almost dead. But does she care? Of course she doesn't, because he's a billionaire and that's all that matters. Anna, you're my kind of woman. Cash, dosh, lucre, every penny, peso, ruble and yen coming to me. I can see it now. The lovely red 50s falling from heaven like autumn leaves, swirling around my head saying, Al, Al, spend us, we're all here for you, Al. And then they'd nestle down into a comfy bed on which I could rest my weary, obscenely wealthy head.
Wow.
This is Talk Radio UK. We're on 1053 and 1089 kilohertz medium wave. We are the talk of the nation, and what's bugging me is that I have no money. All that was lies, because I have nothing. No money, and that's getting on my nerves. So we thought we'd start the program out tonight with What's Bugging Ya? You can give us a call and tell us what is bugging you. What's on your nerves? What's yanking your chain? Who, where, why, when, what, wherefore? We don't care. Just call us and tell us on 0345 1053 89. We also have a fax if you want to fax us.
And you can fax us on 0171636 1053. Fax a doodle-doo.
You do that so wonderfully. That is Kev, by the way. He'll be here just hanging around because he has no life. And answering the telephones tonight is a delightful Mike Hansen. Hello, Mike.
Good evening, Al.
Well done. He's from Canada, you know. So do call us. The telephone number 0345 1053 89. Our phone lines are open. Do tell us what is bugging you. I've received the poem as well. It even came before I went on air this evening, which is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
People had just sat there in anticipation, waiting for me to come and rescue the airwaves at Talk Radio UK. A poem from Ben Shillito. Is that a real name?
Apparently.
Are people genuinely called Shillito or Shillito? So this one says, Wild Al has a lot to contend with. He's doing a difficult task. He only has a few hours to offend with. And the listeners talk through their arse. His producer's a Canadian bastard, and that Scottish git right winds me up.
I'd agree with that.
If I had to put up with that, I'd get plastered and drown all my pain in the cup. When blokes ring him up and insult him, they all really make me feel sick. I want to catch up with them and assault them. I want to wallop their arse with a stick. I hope Wild Al gets lots of money for doing this wonderful job. He's rude, but he's buggeringly funny. He puts up with a lot from those knobs. So when you have listened to Caesar, or Jeremy Beadle, and there's bollocks all on the telly, tuck yourself in, you old geezer, and listen to Wild Al Kelly.
I'm not sure about whether or not that scans properly.
Well, it will do. Don't send us any poem. We're not doing poems tonight, by the way. We just thought we'd read that out, because
No, you've done it now.
it says, hope you read this poem out, because it took about 2 hours to write and was inspired by all those buggers on the Caesar show the other night having a go at you. I think you're great, but you keep making me late for college. Maybe I'll get through on the phone one day. Maybe you will, Ben. And if you'd like to get through on the phone, we do have a couple of free lines, I can't believe. It's 0345 1053 89. And let's go straight to the phone then. Let's speak to Alan in Widnes. Hello, Alan.
Hello?
You're on Talk Radio UK.
Oh, very good. Thank you very much.
What did you want to say?
About money.
What about money?
I haven't got any.
Why not?
Because I'm unemployed.
Right.
I've just come out of university.
Oh, no. What did you study at university?
I studied politics and philosophy.
Well, why do you... Is it not obvious to you why you have no job, Alan?
Yes.
Because you've got a nothing degree.
I know.
Why didn't you study something important and useful like engineering or accountancy?
Because I'm not good at my hands or my brain.
So you thought politics and philosophy?
Yes.
So what type of philosophy did you study? The philosophy of doing nothing?
Well, ancient philosophy.
Ancient philosophy, which is very useful in today's highly mechanized, sophisticated computer
Well,
age.
if someone had told me this,
Yeah.
before I took the course.
Wasn't it obvious to you in the first place, Alan?
No, it wasn't actually.
No.
Well, it was interesting, you see, so I just thought, oh, I'll bugger it, I'll do it.
Oh, bugger it. So, was it a laugh while you did it?
Sorry?
Was it a laugh whilst you did it?
Nothing.
Nothing? No, I mean the course.
Oh, what about the course?
Are you stupid?
No, so I can't hear properly.
You can't hear. Why?
Because the telephone's knackered.
The telephone's knackered. Go and buy a new one. Get a job and buy a new telephone. Terry in Southall. Hello, Terry.
Good morning.
Good morning. You didn't expect to be on or something?
It was a bit quicker than I expected.
No, well, don't worry about it, Terry. Why were you calling me?
Well, basically, I was just sort of thinking about what you were saying about lack of money for people.
Yeah?
And I was sort of thinking about doing the job I do, and some of the people I've worked for, they won't pay you.
What job do you do, Terry?
It's very boring, I know, but
Well, I'm not a mind reader. You'll have to tell me.
I run a mobile disco.
You're a mobile DJ.
Yes.
Are you any good?
I like to think I am.
Yeah, but do the punters, do they get up at your instructions?
Yes, the public, the people in the pub think I'm good. It's just, unfortunately, sometimes I do not play the records that the publicans want me to play.
Well, isn't that a shame? Do you have any wild and wacky party games for punters to play, Terry?
Yes, sometimes.
Why? Are you a girl, Terry, or a boy, Terry? Forgive me.
I'm a girl, Terry.
Because the telephone line is rather weak, so I couldn't tell. So, you're a female mobile jock. What kind of silly, wacky party games do you get up to? Passing bananas between crotches, or smearing cream onto people's buttocks and getting somebody strange to lick it off?
My favourite one normally involves pints of beer and blokes.
Beer and blokes? A
Yes.
volatile and lethal mixture at times, Terry.
Well, you've got to admit, it's better than Kylie Minogue, isn't it?
No, I would much rather spend 5 minutes with Kylie Minogue than playing one of these
that's
games.
your opinion, but I prefer 5 minutes with a guy who's got a pint of beer.
You don't have very high standards then, Terry.
No, I don't. That's true.
All right, good. Thank you for your call. We shall move on. We have other people to speak to. Let's go to John in Paisley. Hello, John.
Yeah, how you doing now?
I'm doing all right. Is something bugging you, John?
College is bugging me.
What is?
College.
College?
Yeah.
Which college do you go to?
Reed Care.
Reed?
Reed Care.
Reed Care? Where's that?
In Paisley.
In Paisley. And what are you studying, John?
Travel and tourism.
Travel and tourism. So what kind of job are you hoping to get at the end of it?
An airline job or a rep job.
An airline job? You mean a steward or some other type of airline job?
No, ground staff.
All right. You one of these people who waves the plane in?
No, actually take the passengers' tickets.
Take the passenger's ticket? You have to go to college to get that?
Yeah, sometimes.
All right, and you don't like college, Sean. It's not what you thought it would be.
No.
Why not?
Because I keep getting hassle.
From whom?
My lecturers.
Why?
For not handing in my work and being late all the time.
Just ignore them, John, because they can't do anything.
I know.
You have to sort of rape their daughters before you can get kicked off a course, especially in Scotland, and they're desperate for students. So just go for it. Next time they say, "What's your second name?"
What's my second name?
Well, if you want to remain anonymous, that's fine. So the next time we say, "John, where's your essay?" just say, "Listen, I haven't done it, and I don't give a shit, so just sod off."
Basically, that's what I'm just about to do tomorrow, know.
And what do you think their reaction will be, John?
I don't think they'll be too bothered, because it means I'll get peace now.
You'll get peace.
Aye, they will get peace.
They'll get peace.
Yeah.
I don't understand your logic here.
No, it's because when I go in, I just keep laughing at.
You just laugh at them. This is an excellent train. This is wonderful. Just laugh at your lecturers, John.
That's it.
More power to your elbow. We'll move on to Belinda in Cambridge. Hello, Belinda.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Oh, jolly good.
I'm livened up now. You should have seen me before I came on air. I'm hanging around between 11 and 1, and was I miserable? Yeah. I was so miserable.
My heart bleeds.
I've had a 3-hour drive to get back to the station tonight, and the motorway was a nightmare.
I've had a 5-hour wait to get through to this radio station.
What, you've been trying to call since 9 o'clock?
Yes.
8 o'clock?
Yes.
Wow, and you can't get through?
No.
I mean, so many people are trying to speak to Beadle, Belinda. That's what it is. We want Beetle!
All right, do you want to know what's really bugging me?
Yeah, what's bugging
It's
you?
the fact that you haven't got Nick Abbott on your radio station.
Who?
Nick
Who?
Abbott.
Who?
Nick Ablett. Isn't he a football player from
No.
Everton?
He is a very, very clever man from Virgin Radio.
Nick Abbott. Oh, he worked at Virgin 1215, did he?
still works at Virgin
Does he?
1215, but he had a talk show.
He did, didn't he, in the evenings?
Yes.
Except he didn't do too much talk. He played lots of records.
Well, yeah, he had to, didn't he? It was like a couple of records, and then he'd go on and he'd have a discussion, and he had regular callers, and it was
Yeah.
like a soap, basically.
All right, and you miss him.
Oh, desperately.
Have you heard the latest gossip about Nick Abbott?
No, you tell me, and I shan't believe it, no matter
No,
what
this
you
is
say.
true. The words are he's moving to drive time, afternoons, 4 till 7, whenever that is.
No, he can't.
No, he is, because, Wendy Lloyd has gone and joined Radio 1. So they're going to try him out. Now, it's a bit dodgy, Nick Abbott. If you're a program director, he would worry you, because he's got a very
Yeah.
uncontrollable mouth.
No,
And so-
but
Oh, no, I'm not finished yet. So,
neither have I.
so they're going to give him a big break. They're going to put him on prestigious prime time slot, drive time, and see what he does.
Well, he'll be excellent.
Well, he won't, because he's not a music jock. He's not a music DJ.
So why is he not on your radio station in place of this Caesar bloke?
Well, he probably sent a tape in, but I don't think the boss is... Listen, Nick Abbott generates lots of fines. Unfortunately, he costs the stations he works for quite a lot of money. And he's dangerous.
No, he's not half as dangerous as this Caesar, because he's talking out of where you can't see.
Right. So you'd rather have Nick than Caesar?
Oh, any day. Any day.
Caesar's my mate, He's an
I
ordinary
don't-
bloke, and he's
I
my
don't
mate.
care. I saw him on the telly tonight. Oh, and I was having my tea, and it put me off.
Was this on the commercial?
Yeah, it was on satellite,
Ah.
and it.
Well, have you seen Nick Abbott? He ain't no oil
He's
painting.
wonderful. He's
No.
gorgeous.
How old is Nick?
He's about
10.
at 28, 29.
No,
isn't he?
he's in his early 30s, surely.
Well, he's not as old as me.
And how old are you, Belinda?
33.
So have you spoken to him? Have you
Oh,
on the
yeah,
radio?
loads of times.
So,
yeah, loads of times.
Have you ever fancied having a date with him?
Oh, yes.
Have you come on to him?
No, I'm waiting for him to phone me.
Are you? You're going to have a pretty long wait, I think, Belinda.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, you see. So what about me? How do I match up
I
to
don't
Nick
even
Abbott?
know what you look like.
No, I mean in presentation styly wise. Have you heard me before?
Yes, I have. Yes, I listen to you most nights.
All
yeah.
right. And what, am I half as good as Nick or a quarter as
I
good?
don't think you're as intelligent as Nick.
You want to bet? I've got a degree, half a dozen O-levels, a dozen
So,
O-levels behind
Nick's
me.
got a degree,
And
but
I can shit on Nick Abbott.
See, now,
Listen, I tell you,
there's another fine for you.
No, we won't get
The
fined for saying
times I've
shit.
heard shit on this radio is
So?
unbelievable.
Mostly when we're talking to people like you. Let's speak to Daniel in Aberdeen. Hello, Dan.
How's it going, mate?
It's going all right.
Yeah, I'm just phoning. I heard you talking earlier, talking about your lack of money.
Yeah, it's pretty dire straits I'm in.
Oh, right,
I only get paid, about 75 grand a year at this place,
Right,
and it's just
you fancy
not
giving me
enough.
some?
No, it's not enough, Dan.
It's not enough. I'm on about 3,000 a year less, something like that.
All right, so you could do with a little bit of extra.
Yeah, I'm at
bottom line.
university, you see, and I've just got my student grant.
Student, I've
spent
got
it all
no
on
money. I've got no money.
beer
I'm a
and records
student. I'm a
I
student.
don't drink.
I've got no money. I've got no money. You want to? Students want to tape themselves some days, whinging and moaning about money.
Why?
You get $2,000 a year for free from the government.
For free.
$2,000 a year for free.
Oh, how much do you get for sitting on the radio talking?
I'm a highly paid professional.
You're a professional.
I earn every cent of my
No,
money.
no, but you see, the way I see it, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, it's like a business. If they want to improve their business, they invest money, loads of money, in training their staff to be better.
Who's they?
If I was running a business, yeah.
Right.
Now the country, they want to invest and have a better workforce to be able to compete with other countries like America, other places, yeah.
Yeah.
So surely they need to put money into people, students, yeah,
Yeah.
to go and study,
Yeah.
become better trained, and improve the country.
Right. You use America as an example, which is rather unfortunate
Yeah.
because all students
know
over
that.
there are self-funded.
Yeah, I know. I find that's a shame as well. I'm saying that I'm not using America as an example of what we want to be like. I'm saying we want to be able to compete with countries like them.
And America seem to be doing better than us, and they have a totally different system than us.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
well,
we adopt their system?
definitely not.
Definitely not. Because
Definitely not have no money at all.
and you'd have to get a job.
I've got a job.
What job do you have, Dad?
I work in Burger King.
You work in Burger King?
I do indeed.
Would you like fries with that, sir?
Yeah, you got it.
How many different ways can you say that sentence?
I don't know.
Go on, give me 3 different ways of saying, would you like fries with that, sir?
Well, you could say, would you like fries with that?
Yeah.
Would you like fries with that?
Yeah.
Would you like fries as well, sir?
You must be Employee of the Month.
I like that.
Let's go to Anthony in, is it Haben?
Yes, hello?
Hello, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm here.
What did you want to say?
I just want to talk about the amount of illegal immigrants that are flooding into this country. I think it's absolutely disgusting.
Illegal immigrants?
Yes.
Why?
Well, they're just flooding the social security system. They're just taking the country for every penny they can get, and then, I think it's absolutely disgraceful.
And what would you like to see done about it, Anthony?
Oh, I'd like to see the whole lot of them deported, me, every one of them.
Every one of them?
Yep.
Well, you can't really argue with you because you said illegal immigrants, and it's against the law for them to emigrate, so...
Aye, but the government's just sitting there and they're not doing a damn thing about it, are they?
What kind of things would you like to see them do, then?
Well, I'd like to see every one of them back on the boat and ship them off to wherever they come from.
Well, they've got to find them first, haven't they?
Well, they know where they are.
How do they know where they are? They're illegal immigrants. They're evading the law, Anthony. They are fugitives from the law, so how do they know where they live?
Because they're all claiming social security, housing benefit. They're claiming a lot.
No, you can only claim social security and housing benefit if you're a legal immigrant.
They can get around it quite easily.
How?
As soon as they get off the boat, wherever they come from, right? They know exactly how to milk the system. They know how to get housing benefit. They know where to go to get false papers. They know where to... They just know everything. I mean, as far as I'm concerned...
Does that include Canadians, I mean?
No, they're not illegal, are they?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah, my visa...
You deserve to be shipped back wherever you come from, then, don't you?
Yeah, I agree. Ship back all Canadians and Americans. We hate Canadians and Americans.
Oh, especially Yanks. I can't stand Yanks.
I agree with you there, Anthony. Thanks for your...
you can't talk to a Yank without them robbing to you, can you?
Pains in the bottom. 0345 1053 89. That's our telephone number. Give us a call and tell us what's bugging you. Let's see who else we have on the line. Let's go to Darren in Somerset. You're on Talk Radio UK, Darren.
Hi, Al.
Hiya.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
I'd just like to say that there is not very many people that you've had out on the air that are actually speaking from the West Country, are there?
We had a guy on the other night with a very strong accent, and we ridiculed him for it.
I'll tell you what, my actually hometown is Newquay in Cornwall.
Yeah.
And I actually drove down there last week, and on the way down, it was great all the way down to Exeter, and then when I got past Exeter, I could not hear a thing. It was like coming and going on the 1089, 1053, and all that.
Shocking.
I just couldn't get nothing at all. So I think you want to actually sort your transmitter down into the country.
I shall go down there myself with a spanner and a hammer, and I'll sort it out, especially for you, Darren.
It's getting really bad because I really love listening to this station.
Good.
And when I get down to that, as soon as I get past Exeter, it's getting really bad. It comes and goes.
Well, pity those poor Exeterians, whatever they're called.
Dare I say it? I do occasionally. Can I actually say that I do listen to Virgin sometimes?
I don't care, as long as you listen to us and you stick your radar diary as saying, yes, I listen to Wild Al every morning. That's all that counts.
It's exactly the same. Yeah, it's exactly the same with Virgin. I lose that as well when as soon as I go past Exeter, I lose that as well.
Oh, what a shame.
But I do listen to Talk Radio more often than I do listen to Virgin.
Good. Otherwise, you would be condemned to live in hell.
Of course.
Is that all you wanted to say, Darren? Because
that was all I wanted to say, yeah.
Well, it's been a delight talking with you. Cheery bye, 0345 1053 89. Do give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. And we have Ian, who's in Edinburgh. Hello, Ian.
Here we go.
What did you want to say, Ian?
I want to talk about English commentators. They really pisses off.
Why?
It pisses off. They're so arrogant.
English commentators,
As far as they're concerned, England can't do any wrong. Like that arse Nigel Stammer-Smith.
Oh, you mean English rugby commentators?
Oh, anybody. Elton Wellesby's just an arse.
What's done this to upset you then?
It's totally boxes. As far as they're concerned, England can't do any wrong. It's always been the case. It always gets cast up about the 1966 World Cup. That's all I ever hear about. Everybody forgets about 1967 when we dubbed you as 4-2. You know what I mean? Just hate them.
Why do you hate they're just football commentators, Ian. It doesn't matter. All they're doing is talking a load of crap about something that doesn't matter.
Take Paul McLaren, he's Scottish, and he's so neutral.
But you have...
Then you get Nigel Stammer-Smith, and he's...
You have your own commentators in Scotland. You have Doogie Donnelly, for heaven's sake. You have Doogie.
Doogie's an arse. He's got a stupid haircut, but, I mean...
Bill McLaren. What's wrong with Bill McLaren?
That's fine. He's perfect. That's what I mean.
So you've got Bill McLaren. We've got Nigel Stammer-Smith.
But when the big games, say with Scotland, England, you get Bill one because he's far better because he's a neutral. But when you just have to... The Wales game, when England played Wales, okay, Nigel was on. And anything that just England could do no wrong. Hate it.
Well, maybe you'll get over it one day. Just learn to relax and calm down. It doesn't matter, Ian.
That just bugs it.
It's just...
Maybe if it's the other way around, it maybe bug you as well, Al.
Nah, I don't
think so. I think it would, Al.
All right, then. Thanks for your call anyway. It's 0345 1053 89. Give us a call. And please tell me what's bugging you.
This is the sound of a monster set of CDs and cassettes being constructed. It's a huge collection of 100 hits from the 80s, when all the best songs came out. That's an enormous 6 hours worth of mega artists like Wet Wet Wet, Police, Fine Young Cannibals, In Excess. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Ultravox, and Eurythmics. The collection's called Totally 80s, but you can't buy it in the shops. You have to order by phone. The 6 CDs cost just $39.99. The 6 cassettes, just $34.99. Both prices including postage and handling. Allow 28 days for delivery. To get Totally 80s, call 0151 702 8855 now. That's 0151 702 8855. Insight at Polygram. We know great music when we hear it.
This is Talk Radio UK.
And I'm Wild Al Kelly. We're here on 1053 and 1089 kilohertz medium wave. If you want to give us a call, tell us what's bugging you. Our telephone number is 0345 1053 89, and you will be charged at a local rate from absolutely anywhere in the United Kingdom. We've received some more faxes. This one comes from Sue Denham. Says, what bugs me is radio anoraks who ring up Talk Radio UK during the night and say, I'm a DJ on hospital radio, here's a jingle for you. Or, I do radio at work too, I did an RSO once. And people who say, I can pick you up on 1058 and 1089 and 1107. Get a life, is what Sue says, and it says, please tell... No, there's a dedication here. We don't do dedications. If you want dedications, then call your local independent radio service. They're logged in the telephone book, and ask them for a dedication, not me.
And I have a fax here from someone who... It seems I bug him. Well,
you bug him?
I bug him. It says, Dear Mike, I hate you. Listening to you makes me cry. Good. I would rather disembowel myself with a blunt knife than listen to your whiny foreign accent. I like Al, though. Well, all I can say to Andrew from Squiggle, I can't read, I have plenty of blunt knives at home, and get in touch with the station, and I'll have them sent to you immediately.
Disembowel yourself. So, 0345 1053 89. Do call us and tell us what's bugging you. I think we have John in Winchester. Hello, John.
Hello, mate.
You're on Talk Radio UK.
Oh, really?
You've noticed
shit, wrong number. Sorry.
I said that around about 4 times tonight because we've received the memo. Is it around? From the boss. It says, please introduce all calls as hello to X in X. You're on Talk Radio UK. So for 5 hours with every single caller, I've got to say, John in Winchester, you're on Talk Radio UK.
That wastes valuable advertising time.
Doesn't it just? But we have no adverts anyway, so it's a moot point.
Yeah, I was just thinking, mate, maybe that Anthony guy, yeah? He ought to set up something like Neighbourhood Watch, you know, he'd go out and sort of catch all illegal immigrants and stuff.
Oh, he was moaning about that,
yeah, he could start a network of them all over the country. Get a government grant, a lot.
I'm sure we'd have lots of fun. So what's bugging you anyway, John?
Oh, just a certain British railway company.
There is only one British railway company.
Well, I'm better off saying,
They're called British Rail.
Right,
Now, as long as you don't say anything libelous or defamatory about them, then we'll be all right.
No, it's just a complaint. They're more likely to hear it here. They certainly wouldn't, listen to a letter I sent them, I suppose.
Obviously, they would read a letter that you send them.
Yeah, I just had to sit on Clapham Junction for an hour the other night, watching all these trains whizzing by, going to where I want to go, yeah? And just whizzing by, they weren't stopping, because they were called, through trains, fast trains,
Well,
and they just went by, and I had to sit there for an hour waiting for a train.
Well, just think of those people on the train saying, thank God we don't have to stop at Clapham Junction and waste an extra 5 minutes picking up some nobodies there who couldn't be here for a through
The guard
ticket.
told me to go into Waterloo and come back out, which is 10 minutes journey in or something, yeah?
Yeah.
My ticket's not London. I mean, it's ridiculous. Same price. They just said not London on it. It wouldn't let me.
Well, you should have gone in anyway and given them a sob
then
story.
I got on the train, right? No seats. Met a couple of guys and said, come on, let's sit in first class. It's totally empty. And they said, they just booted us straight out of there, and we had to stand in that,
You had to stand in
Yeah, I think if you
standard.
pay for a seat on the journey, if there's no room. They did say something about if I had a network card or something, I could have paid an extra £3 to sit there, but he wouldn't even let me stand in the first class department, man. I mean...
Oh, what a shit. So you don't like travelling on trains, then? I love travelling on trains. I haven't done it for ages, not since I was a young lad. And I used to love sitting on trains, just watching the world go by and overhearing conversations of people behind you.
I'll tell you one thing, though, man. I came from a university. I was visiting a friend, yeah? Those students are not poor. They had, Lotus Elands, BMWs, MR2s.
Who are these? American students?
No, I've got to admit, a lot of them are actually full-paying foreign students from China and whatnot. I suppose that might be it, but they had money, man.
Yeah.
Mobile phones, a lot.
I know. It's all one big lie, these students who claim they have no money. A huge lie perpetrated on the good tax-paying people of Britain. It's not right, is it, John?
Nope.
Goodbye.
Bye.
0345 1053 89. Give us a call. Charged at a local rate from anywhere in the UK. I would love to hear from you if you would like to fax me as well. Be it love mail or hate mail, I really don't care, because I'm not too interested either. 0171 636 1053. Go back to the lines, and Alistair in Lancaster. Hello, Alistair.
Hey, how you doing?
You're on Talk Radio UK.
Oh, cheers, thanks a lot.
You're a student?
No, I certainly am. I'm not, no.
It sounds like you're calling from an echoey hall or something.
No.
Where are you calling from?
It's a phone box.
Oh, you're in a phone box?
Yeah.
And where's the phone box?
It's just outside Lancaster.
In the street?
Yeah.
Just an ordinary phone box?
You might be able to hear a few cars going by.
Hold the receiver out of the box so I can hear.
Hang on, just a minute. Is this better, is it?
You're not calling from a phone box, you're lying, Alistair.
Am I really?
Yes. Let's go to Joe in Windsor. Hello, Joe.
Hi, hello there again. I'm Crazy Isle again.
Oh, yeah, what's bugging you?
Okay. Well, I phoned up about, aliens the other day.
The other day? You've been on before? Let's go to Graham in Hull. Hello, Graham.
All right.
I'm sick of boring people repeating the same conversation they had 3 days ago. You've been on before, have you?
No.
Good. What did you want to tell us, Graham?
Students really piss me off.
Who's that in the background?
That's my mate.
Are you a student?
No, I'm not.
All right.
Right, they're saying they've got no money and what have you.
Yeah.
But I see them overdue, overtime, they're in the pubs getting pissed. And they're complaining they've got no money. I've been on the dole, I know what it's like to have no money. And they do not compare at all. They're loaded. All they've got to do is go home to the parents and what have you. Oh, I need some more money. But get enough off the state and what have you, so...
Why don't you become a student then, Graham? They have the life of Riley. Anybody can be a student these days, it seems. Just, have you got any CSEs or GCSEs?
Yeah, I've got a few, but they've done me no good.
No, well, just go to your local college and say, I want to enroll on a BTEC, and somebody will pay for it for you and give you a grant as well.
Yeah.
It's a great life. It's the gravy train. It's the gravy train to happiness being a student.
Well, there again, I could stay in the pub all the time, couldn't I?
You could pretend you could go to one lecture a week out of 17 and spend the rest of the time in bed or in the pub.
Oh, God, they do work hard, don't they?
Oh, they do. It's a wonderful life. And, hey, they get more money than somebody who's on the dole looking for a job.
Chill.
Shocking. Thank you for your call. We shall move on. 0345 1053 89. That's our telephone number. Charged at a local rate from anywhere in the UK. And we'll go to Al, who's in Edinburgh. Hello, Al.
All right, Al.
You're on Talk Radio UK.
I guess that much.
And what did you want to say?
I was just wondering if you had any tips how to make some quick money.
Tips on how to make some quick money. It has to be quick. No effort.
Yeah?
You just want easy money.
Aye.
Fair enough. I don't blame you. Easy money. Any tips, Kev?
Easy money. I'm thinking about this.
Become a radio presenter.
That's a good one, yeah.
In a couple of hours.
It's what?
Within a couple of hours.
Within a couple of hours tonight?
Well, tomorrow.
What do you need the money for?
Just 'cause I'm skint.
So, without resorting to anything illegal, you want some legal method of earning money quick in a couple of hours?
That's it, aye.
Well, we shall put out a broadcast and appeal for you, Al. If anybody has any suggestions as to how Al can earn any money before this morning's up, within a couple of hours, and it's not illegal, and it must be quick and easy, then give us a call and tell us what it is. It's 0345 1053 89. And we'll go to Gemma in Edinburgh. Hello, Gemma.
Hi, Al. How are you?
Lots of Scottish people listening tonight. Has Scotty McClue not been on or something early this evening?
I don't know.
No, he's on weekdays.
Is he?
Yeah.
Poor old Scotty. I saw his figures earlier today. I looked in the Radio Audience Joint Research book, whatever it's called.
What is it? It's like 4 or something?
I don't know. It's some pathetic.
He's dying out.
It's some tiny amount.
He's dying out. His house style of radio just doesn't work in Scotland.
And he must be petrified because we're here now, and we're here to take the rest of his sad, pathetic, tiny little sum of listeners.
Oh, I
Scotty
remember
McClue.
him when he was just sad little Colin Lamont.
Colin Lamont.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Good old
Mike, by the way, the guy who was slagging you off, I think you're wonderful and I want to have your babies.
Which guy was slagging me off?
No, it's slagging Mike off.
Oh, right, you love Mike.
Well, no, what I was actually phoning to say was, since you're so poor, I want to send you all my money.
You want to send me, Wild Al, all your Gemma money?
Oh, you're so poor that you obviously need it.
Well, how much money do you have, Gemma?
Oh, a lot.
How much is a lot?
Enough.
Would that be? I doubt if it would be enough for me.
Well, it might not be enough for you, but be a start. We could have the Wild Benevolent Fund.
Benevolent Fund. We could set up a charity in which people could donate money to me. That's a good idea, I think, because I go through money like you wouldn't believe. I lead a wild, exciting celebrity lifestyle.
You mean you start at home with your aunt and I could read a book?
No, I don't. I'm like these pools millionaires and lottery winners that just go wild, except I spend money that I don't have.
That's you. You were really the £17 million jackpot winner, aren't you?
No, unfortunately I wasn't. I've won nothing on the lottery, and that's a very sore point with
Have
me.
you not won anything on the
Nothing
lottery
at
yet?
all.
Do you take part in it?
Not anymore. I got so sick of not winning that I decided I would no longer give them my £1 a week.
Very sensible.
It is indeed. So send me your money, Gemma.
Right, okay.
Check. No, we won't. We'll only accept checks if they're guaranteed with a current banker's card. If you'd like to send your Access Visa details, then we can directly debit your account, but cash is
I can give you
preferable.
them right now.
No. Cash. We want cash, don't we, Mike? Cash is what we need.
Yeah. Nothing forged, please.
No.
Real money.
No photocopied 20s coming in the mail.
Nothing like that. So go away and count your money and send it to us, Gemma. It's 0345 1053 89. That's our telephone number. Please call us. It's charged at a local rate from anywhere in the UK. And Les, hello, you're on Talk Radio UK.
Hello there, how are you?
I'm well. Why were you calling in?
Me, I'm calling in about the Poxy Lottery.
The Poxy Lottery? Why is it a Poxy Lottery?
Well, it seems to me like the government have made two rules, right? Number one, they turn it around now and they say that kids at 16 are too young to go into a pub, they're too young to gamble, right? They can't go into a betting office and put a bet on. They can't go into an amusement arcade and put a quid in the bloody machine, and yet they can go in and put money in the lottery. You there?
Yes.
Oh, so I'd lost you for a second.
And you don't agree with that?
Well, no, because, you know, if it's not good enough for them to go to a betting office and put their money on, I mean, it's against the law for them to gamble then. Why is it legal for them to gamble with a lottery?
Mike, do you know?
I have no idea. What's the minimum age for going into a betting office?
18.
18.
Yeah.
Well, you see, the law on all on when you become an adult is different for various things, and the lottery is just another one that's different and seems absurd.
Well, you know, gambling's gambling either way you look at it, isn't it?
Yeah, most people tend to look on the lottery not as a gamble, though. It's a bit of fun.
Well, amusement arcade is supposed to be a bit of fun for the kid, like, you know.
But you can be 16 to go into an amusement arcade, can't you?
You can be 16 to go to an amusement arcade, but you can't put money into amusement machines that's going to pay you anything out until you're 18.
You have to be 18 to play a one-arm bandit.
18 to play a one-arm bandit.
I didn't realise this.
Yeah, that's why I said, you know, the laws, you know, working all one way. As far as they're concerned, as long as they're getting a revenue on it, that's all they give a damn about.
So what's your perspective on this? Do you think it should be 18 or it should be 16 across the board?
Well, first thing, I think it should be 16 across the board. If you think about it, like the kid can turn around now. You can go out and get married, you can have kids at 16, and yet you got to be 18 to go into a pub. It's crazy.
So everything should be 16.
Well,
drinking, voting.
I think so when you think about it. You know, you take it now, right? My son, he's applied to go in the army at the age of 16. They're willing to take him in the army at the age of 16, right? Now, if he's, old enough to go out and get shot somewhere, then he's old enough to go into a pub or do anything else he wants to at 18. 16, sorry, not 18. To me, it's totally crazy. The government seems to be having it all one way.
Fair enough. And next time I see John Major, I shall put that very point to him, Les.
Is that before or after you shoot him?
No, he's a great personal friend of mine, as you can imagine, as I am with all politicians of every denomination and colour. Thank you for your call, Les. We shall move on. 0345 1053 89. That's our telephone number. Charged at a local rate anywhere in Britain. Do call us. We'd love to hear from you. And we have Dominic in Blackwater. Hello, Dom.
Hello. Yeah, Caesar on the radio said that you were leaving or he was going to take over after your show or something.
When did he say this? On Friday?
No, this is could have been yesterday, actually.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Unlikely.
At what time of day?
No, day before yesterday. I can't remember. It's been a heavy weekend.
And he said, I'm leaving.
Well, he's going to take over most of your show or something.
So Caesar waits till we're gone on a Friday night, knowing we're not around to listen, and is spreading vicious rumors about it.
Yeah, can I ask you a policy decision about how who says the policy on your show?
What do you mean? Speak English so I can understand what you mean.
You say phone this number every 5 minutes. Who says that you've got to say that?
Nobody. I give the number out regularly so that people who've
just tuned in
are reminded of it and they can join in.
Yeah. What about?
Why does it irritate you or something?
Yeah, it does a bit. I was just thinking. Also, the phone numbers. When people phone into you,
let's just remind people the telephone number is 0345 1053 89. It's charged at a local rate from anywhere in the UK. Carry on.
When people phone into you, does you say that we've been listening. This person's been on the phone for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, because what they've done is they've called 0345 1053 89 and been charged at a local rate from anywhere in the UK.
Yeah. Does your computer that people phone into, does that have like the number that the person has dialed in from?
Yeah.
So you know the number that my telephone number basically.
Yes. Yep.
All right, that's interesting.
So we can trace you down. When you call in and you call us names and you think you've pulled one over on us, we can trace you back.
So the next time you call 0345 1053 89 and complain about how often I say 0345 1053 89, then, we know who you are and we know where you live and we can come round and we can hit you. Ian in Hayes. Hello, Ian.
Hello there.
What did you want to say?
Going quickly back to the students thing. I'm a student myself and I've burnt money over the summer, and I'm fine. If other students did the same, no problem.
You burned money over the summer? Earned? Oh, right, I see. What, you got yourself a job?
Yep.
Good for
Went
you.
out and worked. Anyone else did it, they'd be okay as well.
So what, did it pay off your overdraft and give you a bit more to spend besides? You see, this is entrepreneurship. This is a young man who's got up off his arse, gone out, got a job to pay his own way in life. A round of applause for Ian. Outstanding.
An example to us all.
You're a god, Ian. And what are you studying at university?
Mechanical engineering.
Oh, no, you poor man.
I know.
Why did you pick that?
I was misguided.
I'll share something with you now. I shall give a little bit of Wild Al here on the radio now. I studied for a year of mechanical engineering. And I quit because it was so crap.
I know.
You can do it too, Ian. Just pack it in and go and do a proper degree.
I'm in my third year now, though.
No.
I've done 2.5 years. I can't give up now.
Have you seen the rest of the people on your mechanical engineering course? That's what you'll end up like.
No, it's not true.
It is. They're sad. They're horrible. Anybody who does engineering should be beaten over the head with a stocking full of crap. Because, I hate engineers.
Oh, thanks.
No, you're welcome, but pack it in, Ian. Go and do a proper course like politics and philosophy.
Yeah, that'd be pretty useful.
Yeah, I know. Well, it wouldn't be. You're bound to get a job, but just think of the job you're going to get. You're going to be working, building a road, or on an oil rig, or designing an engine. How dull.
Yeah,
How
well.
dull. You see, I packed it in, my engineering course, and I became a DJ. And I earn more money than you could ever imagine as a mechanical engineer, and I have fun every day.
Okay.
Do it.
I will, tomorrow.
Good. Goodbye.
Right.
What's interesting to me, Al, is we've had a couple of student callers who have said, you've said, why did you choose that course? And they've said, I was misguided. What is it? Is this student school careers advice or something that's guiding these people into doing something that's not suited for them?
There's a conspiracy in schools to get people into science and engineering, and they say to them, you want a job? Become an engineer. You want a job? Become a scientist. You want a job? Do this. And they don't say to them, you're going to university, you're going to have 3 years of fun. What you want to do is a dossy course where you just have 10 hours of lectures a week and sleep and drink. Go and do social sciences and economics and other kinds of crap, and you'll have a laugh for 3 years, and you might not get a job at the end, but who cares? Careers guys don't tell you that.
I know they don't.
Al's career advice, don't do a job that means you'll have to do lots of work at college and university. Pick a job or a course that means that you don't have to do out, that you can sleep all day and play video games and just have a laugh.
Yep, it's not all work.
Not all work. Whatever happened to him?
He got fired.
Remember him, the guy from the NatWest commercial? It's not all work.
He could be listening.
He could be. If you are listening, do call us. And just to get up the nose of that, what was his name?
I don't know.
Anyway, our telephone number is 0345 1053 89, and it's charged at a local rate from anywhere in the UK.
And you can fax us 0171 636 1053.
You think you're a jock?
No, just a ponce.
Yeah. Do call. We're waiting to hear from you.
Where can you get 100 tracks from the 100 best albums of all time, crammed into one CD set? Artists like Deep Purple, Foreigner, Thin Lizzy, Creed, Jethro Tull, and many more. It's called rock, but it's only available from Sounds Direct by post, so get a pen ready. This 6-CD set has over 6 hours worth of original tracks, but it costs only $39.99. The 6 cassettes cost just $34.99. Both prices include postage and packaging. Allow 10 working days for delivery. To get your copy, call 0181 466 4621.
This is Talk Radio UK, broadcasting to the nation on 1053 and 1089 kilohertz medium wave. My name is Wild Al Kelly. We'd love to hear from you. Get onto your telephone and join in. That's the point. That's why we're here. We're interactive. 0345 1053 89, and you will be charged at a local rate from anywhere in the United Kingdom, we promise. We're asking you currently, what's bugging you? If something's getting on your nerves and you would like to share it with lots of people, call us. What's yanking your chain? Who's getting your goat? All kinds of euphemisms. I could go on, but I'm running out of inspiration. We'd want to hear from you. 0345 1053 89. Back to the telephones, and we should have Harry in Glasgow. Welcome to Talk Radio UK, Harry.
Hello.
What did you want to say?
Well, what's bugging me is you.
Why?
Slagging off Scotty McClue.
Why?
Because Scotty McClue's Scottish and he's just slagging off the Scottish people.
No, I'm not slagging off the Scottish people.
You said he's pathetic listeners.
I said his pathetic sum of listeners.
Yes.
His tiny amount of listeners, not the quality or the people who listen. If you'd listen properly, Harry, instead of just leaping onto your phone in a stupid rage, you would have heard what I said. And I criticised the number of listeners that he has, not the man himself. I've never heard his programme. I only know of him.
Scotty McClue isn't national. If you were national, do you think you'd have the number of listeners you have got?
No, but even if you take the percentage of the listeners that he broadcasts to who listen, it's a tiny amount.
Well, for Scotland it isn't.
It is.
Harry,
I'm sorry.
Objectively, and I'm not putting our own spin on it, he has a tiny amount of listeners, and they've tried to create this huge hype around him, saying ridiculous things like he receives. In a magazine I read today, it says Scotty McClue receives 250,000 calls a week. That is nonsense. They've even put stories in the press saying that the telephone exchange that goes to Scotty McClue can't handle the volume of calls that goes in there. It's nonsense. Scotty McClue has nobody listening to him, and I'll tell you why. Because he's crap, and he's not as good as me.
Well, I think he's a lot better than you, and I believe the stories are true, because
Why?
you can't get through to your station.
You can't get through to mine at times.
Well, this is the first time I've tried, and I've got through.
Well, I can bring you an endless list of people who have been trying for hours to get through. We heard the woman earlier who said she was calling for 5 hours continually.
I've been trying to get through to Scotty for months and never managed to get through.
We managed it the other night. We called him before I went onto my show, and we got through to the switchboard. We were going to do something, but we didn't. And so we managed to get through on our third attempt or something like that. Are you typical of Scotty's fan?
I like the Scotty McClue show, eh?
What does he do that's so wonderful?
Well, he lets the people talk about matters that count, like single
what?
parents claiming benefit and women that get pregnant just to get houses, and we don't talk like the pathetic English about UFOs and money the students get and moan about being on a brew.
Why are those topics pathetic? Why are the topics that you like to discuss superior to the ones that my listeners want to discuss? Why are you superior to my listeners?
Because
what?
Because they're topics of today.
What do you mean they're topics of
these
today?
single women are jumping the queues on housing lists and things like that.
On my last show on Friday, we had some calls on a similar vein, I seem to remember.
We did.
So it does get discussed on my program, except on my program we have a variety of calls, and the vast majority of the calls are entertaining. They're not dull, they're not monotonous, they're not uninteresting, and they're not just there for the sake of filling airtime. They're there to entertain.
But Scotty McClue entertains.
It's not what I've heard.
No, there was an English guy on the Scotty McClue show no long ago, and all he did was slag the Scottish people saying they were up.